Hey folks, it's Friday.
Hello folks, it's Monday,
Tuesday,
Wednesday, Thursday,
Friday,
Saturday, Sunday.
So yeah, there's been a lot of switching around this week. So we left off that Lieutenant Lily was stuck in the grips of Captain Procrastinate, and everyone else was just kind of rolling around Des Moines. So yeah, let's get this party started. So eventually, of course, our semi-heroes, although they are semi-heroes, they do recognize that one of their group members is missing and immediately suspect, of course, the nemesis that they're searching for, Dr. Procrastinate, or Captain Procrastinate, I don't remember. Anyways, so when they realize that Lieutenant Lily is listening, Alice, who's drinking a cup of coffee, immediately spits it back out. Not because she's surprised, well, partially because she's surprised, but mostly because it's way too hot. First thing she does is she asks Brandon to make it room temperature so it'll be easier to drink. So the next time she does a spit take, it won't burn her. He does, and everything's better. The next thing they do is that they get Alice the chameleon, the 50% chameleon, to go spy, using her chameleon powers, on Captain Procrastinate's known associate, Colonel Coriander. Now, Colonel Coriander is known mostly for smelling really, really awesome and getting lots of chicks. And the thing about him and getting lots of chicks is that he also tells people a lot of stuff about his illegal businesses with Captain Procrastinate, and so they figure that if they can figure out where Captain Procrastinate is hiding, they can get Brielle, who can turn herself into a ladybug, to sneak in and figure out a way to get out Lieutenant Lily. Captain Coriander is flirting with Natalie Portman, and nothing he seems to be doing is impressing her, even though he smells fantastic. He tells her all this great stuff about this fantastic procrastinate bubble that his boss, or he tells Natalie Portman, his partner in crime, has set up to keep semi-heroes and other people in. And this location is not in Chicago, as they previously suspected, but in fact back in Wichita, Kansas. Because see, the thing is that although Captain Procrastinate was assumed to be in Chicago, he never actually got up the motivation to go, so he just stuck around Wichita, Kansas and had people build the Procrastinate bubble around him. So the team gets back on their school bus and drives back all the way to Kansas because, you know, it's such an exciting drive, so many fun sights around. Unfortunately, on their way back through the brilliant and stunning Kansas countryside, they get a flat tire and there is no maintenance areas anywhere. They're even too far away for Elizabeth to read anyone's mind to find a maintenance center. So Captain Sindar decides to fly as far as he can make it and try and find a maintenance center so they can get a tire to get on their bus so they can get back to Wichita. But nobody really trusts Captain Sindar to be able to find a maintenance place on his own. I'm still calling it maintenance place. I don't know what it's actually called. They talk Brielle into going with him. Unfortunately, she's too heavy for his 2 feet to be able to fly long periods of time. So she turns into a ladybug and stows away in his pocket, and they take off with the rest of the gang just kind of sitting there on the side of a Kansas road with a school bus with a flat tire. There's actually 2 flat tires now. Lieutenant Lily is still in the clutches of their nemesis, Procrastinate, because I don't know this suffix. Brielle and Captain Sindar are flying off to find maintenance help for the school bus, which now has 2 flat tires, and the rest of the gang is just sitting there waiting for them to come back or for some other sort of hilarious thing to happen to them. So, I hope this made sense to somebody, and I never thought I'd get to say this, but Emily, I'll see you tomorrow.